Benny Johnson with the Blaze here in front of the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C. We have a raucous crowd here today, and we're going to talk to them about exactly what their opinions are. Is Obamacare constitutional?
It's not a right.
It's a right?
It's a product to be purchased.
I have a daughter with a heart condition.
Sure.
She's now 12 years old. She was born with a severe heart malformation. I've lived it. I've received, excellent medical care for my young girl.
Being a healthcare administrator, you get a little bit of insight. It's going to put a lot of private companies out of business. It really is.
Medicare, so why can't anybody pay for my health care? Get out of here.
What's the heated exchange about?
She asked me what my sign means. Clear studies that explain that women are often charged up to 50% more for the same procedure.
What study is it?
I've read various studies. I can't point to one right now.
Do you know who produced the study?
I mean, I've read it on the Obama website.
If you read it on the Obama website, don't you think there's perhaps a political agenda to that?
Perhaps there is, but I think that it's difficult for him to be publishing facts that are wrong.
Who gave you the sign today?
From down there.
Well, I just turned 18 about a week or so ago.
I'll be 20 in April. To create a dependent state in which no one really wants to further their own personal livelihoods. Us, we would like to be able to do that. We would like to be able to see our kids do that. We would like to be able to see our grandchildren do that.
Be able to pursue their dreams instead of just becoming a drone to the government.
I'm here for my grandchildren and everybody else's children. I want them to have a life like we did.
Healthcare is not a constitutional right. It is the fruit of our freedom.
We're below the poverty level. We don't have health care, but we're opposed to it.
No, I just think it's a total hijacking of the Constitution.
People holler about the Constitution. Well, you can holler the Constitution all you want to. Let's talk about reality.
It's not a constitutional right. Rights don't come from government. Rights come from God.
You're for getting over the Constitution and arguing about reality as it is today.
Absolutely.
Occupy Wall Street protests and what's going on in Greece, what's going on in Europe. It's coming to our shore. Anarchy, absolute anarchy. They're for getting rid of government entirely.
Sir, why would you say she's a greeter at Walmart?
It's a desperation job, And as a substitute teacher here in Washington, I see it with kids.
As long as we help people, we don't need the government to do that. That's what we're working towards.
If anybody looks at Canada, their healthcare system, or anywhere in Europe, everything's collapsing around it countrywide.
My body, it's my insurance, it's none of the federal government's business.
You wouldn't go into the medicine man's tent and say, I'm entitled to what you have.
Do you ever read The Blaze?
Oh, absolutely.
I love The Blaze.
I watch the real news.
It's nice to see a conservative viewpoint that hasn't been smeared, distorted, twisted.
The Blaze is amazing.
Yeah?
Every day. Every day. TheBlaze.com. I'm there.
Oh, all the time.
Every day. Every day.
I read stuff that comes out on The Blaze, and then 2 or 3 days later it comes out in the other medias.
I get it every day.
Our dad especially, you can't get him off it.
No.
As soon as he's home from work, he's on it till bedtime.
The real question, and the reason why we're in front of this building, is it constitutional? Do you have anything to cite in favor of that?
I mean, I just don't understand. I do not think that there's any part of the Constitution that directly says that this is unconstitutional. So I think you can use the entire Constitution to defend this law.
I just hope the grace of God will shine on these guys in here. Let the truth prevail.
Rammed it down our throats in '09, and we're going to ram it up in 2012. I tell you what, we're coming after you.
That's the job of a proctologist, ma'am.
Yeah, hands off my health care.